Bulletproof. Written by Sheritta Bitikofer. Narrated by J. Lindenwood. Chapter 1. August 21st, 1924. 15 minutes till Chicago! Darren glanced up from his novel to the train attendant swaying down the center aisle of the passenger car. He repeated his announcement as he went, his voice booming over the rattle of the wheels rolling along the iron tracks. Passengers throughout the car began their preparations for departure. Books were stowed in bags, children were told to put their toys away, women checked their hair and makeup in handheld mirrors, and many turned their eyes to the wide windows overlooking the outskirts of the city. Logan, who sat across from Darren, hadn't torn his gaze from the rolling countryside since they sat down. Steely gray eyes took in the sights from Cincinnati all the way to Illinois. This was the farthest north he had ever been in all his 43 years. Anyone who passed by their seats would have assumed he was nothing more than an eager 18 or 19-year-old looking forward to his first visit to Chicago. Dustin, unimpressed by the scenery, sat beside his grandson and spent his time reading the newspaper or playing solitaire with a stack of battered playing cards. The other passengers might have guessed that Logan and Dustin were related by their similar features, but they would never suspect the full truth. Even though Dustin was his grandfather, the man hardly looked to be a year above 30. No one would have thought that he was well over a century and a half old, and a veteran of the Civil War. Neither would they have thought that Darren was as old as he really was. 300 years did little to a werewolf, at least not in the physical sense. Darren bookmarked his place with the letter he had received from Will Croxen a week prior. "You don't need the directions?" Dustin asked, motioning to the closed book. "I've already memorized them," Darren replied as he folded his hands in his lap. "It doesn't seem that complicated to get to Milwaukee Avenue from Grand Central Station." Dustin let out a derisive laugh. "It's Chicago. If it's anything like New York, it's pretty easy to get lost." "Do you think that's why Will chose to move there after what happened in New Orleans?" Logan's input in the conversation was unexpected. "People like us can hide well in a big city, right?" "We might be able to hide," Dustin said, "but that doesn't make it ideal. The noise, the smells, the crowds." He shuddered at...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?